Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the usual black screen, because it can never work perfectly.
You're also not
Never
streaming
work.
to us?
Oh, that's right. You know, Ron, you should
Wait.
become the CEO of Faven Project.
Make
Wait a
me
minute.
the make me the accountant.
The accountant? You just want to handle the money.
I'd let Ron handle the money. He would come up to us and he'd be like, "I'm fucking you over this month," and we'd be like, "Well, thank you for being honest."
Could outright say, "Hey guys, I want some more rum. I'm deducting $20 as a company tax.
Well, I
Have a
mean,
lovely day."
we could
And they'd be
we
like,
could
"We're
at
not
least
even
put it
paying
on our
him, so
taxes, company expense, At least there's
yeah,
Yeah,
that.
put it on your
no.
company card."
It's exactly. I just outright let you know. This is for the company. We're going to have a party exclusively for me. No one else is invited, even you. And when
It's
we're
just
done, I'm
Ron
taking
in
this
a
home.
room, drinking and arguing with himself in a mirror.
Dude, he has a little party hat and like the party streamer thing in his mouth.
Yes.
This is a great image. I fucking love
Actually,
it.
I think of that meme where it's a guy looking in the mirror and he's pointing at himself angrily, but with a party hat.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let's bring it in to Higurashi. Where the fuck were we? Oishi just yelled or questioned us
Yeah,
and told us that what we did.
Oishi just called us a fucking liar and
Yeah,
proved
he
it to
did.
us.
Yeah, he did.
He saw us.
He saw us. He
He
seen it.
saw us. Seen it.
All right, Ron, bring us back in.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sorry, that was a good bite. I was on my way back home. Are you good, Jay? Are you okay?
I was just laughing because I knew you were stalling when you said, yeah.
The cries of the Higurashi accentuated the already lonely evening.
It's fucking editor's note, cricket noises.
Uh-huh.
Cricket noises.
More time had
I
passed
was
than
like,
I
why can't
thought.
I hear anything? I was on the YouTube one.
Ah,
The orange of the dusky sky was being chased down little by little by an indigo color approaching from the east. Exhausted from the slow climb towards Hinamizawa, without even noticing, I'd gotten off my bicycle and was pushing it uphill.
Dum dum.
silence.
I don't understand any of this.
I committed a crime and I don't know why I'm getting
Why is
fucking
everyone
hate.
mad at me?
Why am I still getting hate?
No one had told me to my face that I had done something wrong. No, in fact, it might have been much easier on me that way.
Fucking lonely the ukulele right there.
What happened yesterday really was just my curiosity. It really was no more than a quiet prank. No more than having the courage to cross at a red light as long as you did it with other people. The storehouse for ritual implements, a hallowed ground, only accessible to the family of the priest. For sure, I'd seen terrifying things that I'd never imagined would be there. Thinking on it now, though, it didn't matter what was stored away inside. It didn't make the wrong I had committed any more right.
Well, when you're exposing a history of a village that's still being kind of sketchy, maybe that's not that wrong.
I
Yeah,
was like, yeah.
but if the tools haven't been used in hundreds of years and they're kept there as a lesson of the brutality that can be if you go too far,
Except they're not. They're not in a museum, are they, Ron? They're
they're
hidden
They're
not.
away.
inaccessible to
They're in a
separate.
location that's accessible solely by some of the people who run the village.
Exactly.
So, the people who have a lot more control of the area are the ones being taught the lesson.
You think we're gonna eat Tomai Take Sand?
Yeah, delicious.
What the
Muscly.
four of us did,
Mm.
Neon seemed to know about it. For some reason, even the police were trying to learn what the four of us did.
Yeah, because two of them are dead.
Did we do something so bad?
Yeah.
Really? It doesn't matter how wrong it was. I did something wrong. It was nothing more than that, and yet I couldn't accept it. I didn't apologize to Mion or Oishi-san. All I did was shield myself ambiguities.
You know, I feel like he could have just been like, yeah, I did it, and what are you gonna do, arrest me?
They're gonna eat you and chop you up.
No, he did the best thing he could have there.
Yeah.
Since it
And
was
hide
very
it.
heavily implied by Mion to you were not there.
Yeah. And he could have said that, but he didn't.
I did something wrong yesterday. I set foot into a forbidden storehouse for a little bit of mischief.
That wasn't a little bit of mischief, my guy.
I'll forget everything I saw in there. I won't ever do something like that again, either. I'm sorry.
Oh.
If I apologize like that, would they forgive me?
No.
No.
The suddenly cool evening air left no room for such sentiment. However, as it mercilessly chilled my feet, urging me to head home as soon as possible.
In the end.
The evening air was correct. If I trudged along such an isolated road, regrets would pile on top of regrets, but nothing would change. Let's go home. I'll go home, go to my room, put on my favorite music or something, and go to bed.
I guess. Keiichi, the relatable one. Not wanting to deal with our problems.
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
might sound plain and boring, but it's probably the strongest I felt all day. Alright, guys, before we go further, because it's probably going to cut to something soon, what do you guys think is about to happen next?
I think Mion is gonna show up at our door or something.
Like,
Or-
directly, like, next event? Or...
No, like, what? So he's heading home.
Mm-hmm.
I personally believe that with the parents having that phone call, that him being sent to the library was nothing more than to just get him out of the house so that they could try and console or at least appease the people that he pissed off there. I think he's going to walk in on them either just leaving or something a little more grotesque.
Maybe they've already left.
I would think along those lines, except they removed Keiichi from the parents' home so they could talk to the parents. Like, so they could be like, hey, so your kid fucked up, either you're on his side and you're gonna die with him, or you're not and he's gonna die alone.
That's right, because the parents didn't kick us out. Shion came to get us.
Mm-hmm.
No, the parents sent Keiichi to the library on an errand when they got a phone call thinking it was the important one.
That's
It turned out to be
That's right.
Shion.
No, you're right.
But
what did Mion want? Oh,
But
just
Shion also
just
wanted to talk
us.
to him, so I think it's like a combination of the two. Because Shion was like, bruh, we need to talk. And then Ooishi happened, and we got betrayed.
I don't know. Maybe they won't be home. Maybe they decided we can make another kid.
Yeah, they just
I
fucked
made
off
a
already.
decision. There's no point in dawdling in a place like this.
Oh,
I
do you
sat
think
back
Rena's
on
gonna
my
stop
bike.
us?
It's
Rena?
not Reno. No.
Do
Reno's
you
not.
think she's gonna be on our way
No.
home?
No.
Pushed hard on the pedals, and I rapidly advanced forward. steadily gaining speed.
And then I crashed into Rena just to say, fuck you, Jay.
Then I kicked over some bikes along the road. The wind was cutting mercilessly cold,
May as well just add on to it.
but it actually felt good. As if it were softly punishing
Oh
me.
my god, Keiichi the masochist. Oh no.
Wow.
What's about to happen? Okay, he got to his room.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't eat
So they were
much
home.
dinner before excusing myself early and returning to my bedroom.
Yeah, surprisingly, the parents aren't too involved in this, and I think I like it that way.
You were saying?
Well,
My mom called me from downstairs.
I jinxed it. Keiichi! You have a call! It's from Sonozaki-san. Hate my fucking...
Sonozaki?
Was it Mion or Shion?
Okay, next line.
Hear the seagulls.
No, it was Shion.
I just remembered. She'd had something she wanted to tell me today.
She tricked us, you fool!
Ooishi-san had interrupted us, so she didn't get the chance.
That's not how that happened.
Shion had said she'd call tonight.
And then we were gonna leave together alone with no one to
Mushy
bother us.
mush. Now you Shion? Shion?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hello, Ryan!
Oh, I can't facepalm hard enough. That is you, though. I'm Mion, you're Shion.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Hello. I don't know. Hold on, let me think. Let me think.
Let me go look up a previous stream in the
Check
background
the
real
logs.
quick.
You just need to have an audio file for each of your characters' voices, and
That is very smart.
That would
I've
be
just been using my
genius.
voice, but I've been trying to think. You know what I decided? Do your
Uh-huh.
do your Mion voice real quick, Jay.
Oh no. Hello. Hello, Mario.
Jay, you have no right to
Hello,
speak.
Mario.
Hello, Mario. Hello. Ran into a bit of trouble today. What is that making me think of?
It just sounds like your regular voice. Damn
I
it.
know.
Okay.
I think I'm like fucking going back to fucking some
Jay.
line.
Okay.
Hi
Slightly
there.
higher pitch. There you
Ran
go.
into a bit of trouble today, didn't we?
Never mind. Okay. Hello. Ran into a bit of trouble today, didn't we?
I don't know if you're mocking
just
me or
gonna-
not.
She
No, I'm
said it
just
so
gonna hike
plainly
up
that
my
I
voice.
got a bit annoyed. She was the one who left me there and ran.
Now I'm gonna poke her with a knife. Yo,
Don't
Coffee,
say
what
that.
up?
Coffee!
What up, girl?
Don't say that. I gave you the signal to run away with me, didn't I?
She wanted you to run away with her. She needed you.
You just sat there looking dazed, Kei-chan.
Hell yeah, get that cleaning done.
I wasn't dazed. All of a sudden you left me there, and after that I had to put up with that Ooishi guy for ages.
I have to clean. Don't complain to me about it.
Can't believe she passed it off like that. She looks just like Neon, and yet inside she's this different.
Yeah,
she's
don't take the blame for everything.
different-
Ron, I'm so
What?
sorry. Ron's getting
That's a
back.
drink.
Ron be like, she's a different person.
For the night, every time he compares the twins in that manner, I am having a drink.
All right.
Damn, I wish I had my alcohol.
I'm going to be wasted. I got a little
Shwasted.
irritated
Yeah, you
at
will.
myself when I realized I was somewhere in my mind, hoping for the same reaction I would get from Mion, even though she's a different person.
And then Ron died.
Sorry. Next time I'll run away first thing and leave you there.
Hey, it's ladies first. Ah, ha, 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 ha,
Oh,
ha.
just fuck already.
Was that a
She nodded
refreshing
and
laugh,
laughed
guy?
refreshingly. No.
I
Oh.
didn't get any Sprite out of it, so no.
It was not crisp.
It was not.
When I heard her voice, I realized that she wasn't really that angry or anything.
And then Ron fucked, except you can't fuck a rum and coke.
You want to bet?
Well,
I can turn that into a very thick gelatin.
Oh my god!
It will not be pleasant,
it
but it is a possibility. It was just as she said.
was just as she said.
Hey guys, watch me fuck this rum and coke.
This is for the Patreon. It doesn't exist.
Welcome to my OnlyFans, where I fuck various types of drinks.
Yep.
Today, a tequila sunrise.
God, someone's probably into that. It
can't-
can be just frowned upon by society.
The cause of my temper was because it was my own fault for not leaving
And I
immediately.
stuck my dick in my rum and coke.
It burned.
It burnt.
But now it's extremely clean.
Yeah, sure.
Alcohol was...
That alcohol won't take up all the sugar.
I know.
I'll stop blaming it on others. Blaming it on others would be.
Oh, I thought you were saying that to Jay as Jay. And I was like, what do you mean
Anyway,
you'll stop
you have
blaming it
something
on
to tell
others,
me,
you
right?
dirty dick?
Look, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's in constant use. I never really have time to stop and clean it.
That's
Your
just
cans must be
nasty,
raw.
Ron. That's just
I mean-
disgusting.
If you already know, then it's not something that bears repeating.
Please don't repeat it.
Do you already know?
Shion lowered her voice suddenly, as if she were glancing around.
We're supposed to elope tomorrow.
I had
You're gonna be
no
the
idea
breadwinner.
what I could already know.
I know you're 14,
Sorry,
but
but-
get a job.
No clue about what you're talking about. 13 and a half. At least give me a hint as to what I'm supposed to do.
So that means you don't know?
I haven't worked a day in my life.
I believe it.
I mean, he's 13 and a half.
She
Well-
seemed to take my stupid sounding question as evidence. However, her voice didn't sound disappointed or
thought
the sneeze was
exasperated
really
in the slightest.
Scary music.
When's it gonna happen? Ooh. Ooh.
Actually, it's about last night during the Wada Nagashi festival.
I just lost my chest hair.
Oh, man.
First and last chest hair.
It just fell off immediately.
Okay, Steve. My entire body. If for anyone who doesn't get that reference, American Dad, my entire body jolted as I was
yeah.
assailed by a terrible feeling.
Tell me why I thought of Steve from Minecraft, and I don't even play Minecraft.
Oh my fucking god.
Is Shion going to ask the same thing?
Hello? Kei-chan, are you listening? This is important.
Yeah, sure. I am.
Sure, whatever you say, baby.
What about last night?
We fucked. That's what happened. That's what we will tell everyone. Do you understand me?
The four of us went in there, right?
That's not Shion! That's not Shion! Oh, that's not Shion! Oh, it's not Shion! Oh, that is not Shion!
She didn't beat around the bush.
Oh, he's on speaker. He's getting recorded. That ain't Shion. Oh, that's Mion.
Whether or not I wanted to admit it, that wasn't the actual
no.
honest truth, and I couldn't act like it hadn't happened. So many red flags here.
Then after that, we walked away together, and then we went our separate ways near the stone stairs, right? Takano-san and Tomoe-san went to the stream, and you stayed there, Kei-chan. I went over to see some relatives. Mm,
Yeah? Why do you ask?
mm, we won't make any progress if we keep asking each other questions. So let me ask this question first. Okay? Mm,
You mean, did I see Tomatake-san and Takano-san last night?
they might already be dead. Huh? Oh, yes. Did you see the two of them after that?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. This is the third time I've been asked this question today.
You should be suspicious.
Why? Why?
It
What
wasn't
the hell is
Shion that came to
going
get
on?
us and bring us to Oishi-san.
It was Mion? Oh. Oh.
Why? Why are you asking me that?
No, Kei-chan. I'm asking the question. Please answer me.
Did you, Shion? If you answer first, then I will too.
Who's Shion?
Who? I'm me. Yes, me. I am Shion.
My shabby response betrayed how scared and small I felt now. After everything that had happened today, Shion didn't say anything for a few moments. Just as I was beginning to think I'd really put my foot in my mouth with that response, she finally answered me.
Of course I didn't see them. My relatives were with me and they can vouch for that. Ooh.
I didn't see them either. People can vouch for me too, like Mion, Rina, and everyone else. Now that we
Oh.
knew our answers matched, she let out a sigh that sounded more relieved than anything else.
Thank you for answering me honestly.
Now die.
Okay then. I'll tell you. Okay, well maybe it is Shion then.
Yep, there it is.
Apparently,
There it
last
is.
night, Takano-san and Tomatake-san died. Sorry, Shion. What was that you just said?
Apparently, last night Takano-san and Tomitake-san died.
Tom I take Sand died.
Takano-san was found burned to death. Ooh.
And Tomoitake had clawed his throat out.
Tomitake-san was, well, it looked like a suicide.
The same exact way as last time.
I found out this morning. I heard my dad talking to a relative on the phone about it. Wait a minute. Doesn't she not live with her dad?
Wait.
Late last night,
Yeah, I thought she doesn't. Well, she could have been visiting the main house because of the festival. But you're right, she
Mm,
doesn't live with the main
the
house.
police. Yeah, no, she stays with.
Okonomiya,
grandma.
Yeah.
grandma.
Isn't Grandma a patriarch right now, though?
Matriarch, and I'm not
Mate.
sure.
What the fuck ever, you semantic prick.
Sorry,
I don't know.
A
I don't know.
police car on its way back from the festival security duty had discovered Tomatake-san lying in the middle of the road heading towards Okonomiya.
What? There it
He had
is.
clawed out his
Oh,
throat and died.
was that
Same
laughing?
exact way.
Did you hear laughing?
No, it
No.
was like clawing.
Mm.
Grandma, you have some explaining to do. Damn it, coffee.
What? He clawed out his own throat? That bright, cheerful Tomatake-san committed suicide.
Oh,
That can't possibly be right, but I should stop talking.
The police did an autopsy. He did it with his own fingernails. He scratched at his throat so hard that he ruptured his bloody vessels and bled out.
His bloody vessels.
Oops. He died in a pool of his own blood. That's what they said.
I've never heard of such an insane suicide.
The coffee said, Keiichi, and she
Can't
didn't
just
fucking stutter.
Scratch open your own throat like that.
Except
You very
he
much
did.
can, and I can do.
Oh, whoa, wait, Ron, don't do that on stream, bud. Come on now.
Let me demonstrate.
But no. Like, there are several things that you can have a person eat or take that would make them do that very easily. It's not a pleasant outlook, but realized I was yelling and speaking a little too loudly, so I lowered the force I was putting into my voice.
So that your neighbors don't question what you do in your free time.
Soundproofing
Ew.
is an amazing thing.
That music.
Yep.
I realize... Jay.
Hit enter, you fool.
Wait, you didn't?
I did!
He finished.
I thought
I
it was,
about read the
I
line
did what
again.
Cassie did earlier and thought Ron was saying that, not the line.
Oh. Yeah.
I didn't want my parents to hear me, so I switched to
Poor
the cordless
Ron.
phone and ran up to my room.
Hey, Ron, your spirit animal's Kei-chan.
How so?
Just-
You explain, now.
Just because of the amount of
wanna-
times we've been confusing him with you.
It's almost like I'm using the same voice because we started this when I just started voice acting.
Which is totally fine.
Sorry for yelling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
This
on
is
the landline.
a.
They're
this
getting
game's
tapped.
based
Keiichi is,
around-
I'm not.
Are you connected to Ethernet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're on a landline.
What?
I'm sorry.
I-
couldn't help.
In regards to sorry for yelling, you dipshit. Jesus, Jay, are you okay?
No, I'm fucking with you so hard, my guy. I'm so sorry.
If you're gonna fuck with me, at least make it funny.
Yeah, dude, you're on a landline. You're on an Ethernet cable. That's a landline. You're talking through Discord
Okay.
on the landline.
Stating facts on their own. Humorous.
Yes.
Was
Anyway.
Akano-san, was
I'm
that a
sorry.
suicide too?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
In her case, it's a little unclear.
Yeah, she burned herself to death.
People have done it.
I don't doubt it, but I mean that's.
I had a dream I
really
was lighting
brutal.
myself on fire last
What
night.
the fuck?
Takano-san was
Takano-san.
found in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture.
Oh, this is the body they were talking about in that tip.
Oh. Oh, I hate when it does this music.
Yeah, dude.
Employees.
Employees,
Oops,
are
sorry.
you gonna read the narration or?
Sorry.
Employees at a rest stop nearby reported to the police late at night
Now
that
we see
they could
Ron
see flames in the mountains.
protecting his line territory.
Actually, you know what? Yes, you read this. I want to take a few bites.
The fire. Well, it just makes sense to me because she's telling him, you know. I forgot,
That's actually a good
You
point.
know, the firefighters dispatched there were the first ones to find her.
Why did it didn't sound too weird until you corrected it?
I don't know.
Like
An
that
autopsy
threw me through a loop.
An autopsy concluded that it was a burned corpse of a half-naked female.
Wait, she's dead. Oh.
Jay had revealed himself. They initially considered the body beyond recognition, but directly after, there was a request for a dental comparison from the XX Prefectural Police Station
Yep.
in Okinomiya, and the results concluded that it was Mio Takano.
Yeah.
Mio, I don't know. Who knows anymore?
Maya.
The
Fair.
cause of that's what I was
Yep.
thinking of. The cause of death wasn't confirmed, but it was highly likely to have been a homicide, since she was in her undergarments and her clothes were nowhere in the area.
I would call that mostly naked, not half naked.
The oil drum had fallen over, so it's also possible she burned herself to death.
That, and no, it It couldn't have possibly been suicide. If you're going to die, there are plenty of easier ways, aren't there?
He's not wrong.
This can't be suicide.
Yeah, if you're a bitch, there's easier ways.
That's what I think. It's unthinkable that Tomatake-san would kill himself too.
What could it be, Detective Kei-chan?
Gage.
After the two of us rattled on at each other, there was a silence as we paused to catch our breaths. And as we calmed our nerves, right then I understood what Shion's story actually meant.
Oh, you're finally putting two and two together.
God damn it, Keiichi.
I think it'll end up
Ugh.
being Oishiro-sama's curse. We all did more than enough to deserve it after all.
Deserve? You've got to be kidding. It's not like I...
Shion wanted to see it
Oh.
with me. I just went along with her.
Olive Tree says that's how my room looks. Like, hell
Where's
yeah,
Olive
Olive
Tree
Tree.
at?
And
Oh, there it is.
YouTube. Duh.
Well, it popped up like a second after I asked.
Oh.
I tried to say that, but I fell silent.
So remember where they were looking in that vault with the weird tools and telling the random stories? Yeah, that place was sacred and protected by Oyashiro-sama. So...
And we weren't supposed to be in there.
Yeah, we may have fucked it hard.
Nothing would come of me blaming others.
I did it.
Didn't matter how much everyone else encouraged me, I could have put my foot down.
Just in the
And
middle
I
of
did.
town.
In front of the other, as I entered that truck.
Just in the middle
Soon
of
we'll be
town,
walking out
Keiichi
the
goes, "It
door."
was me, Austin!"
Oh god.
I lost my own half-assed sense of adventure and agreed to go in with them. Yes, it was my fault and no one else's. Shion. Last night, when we snuck into the ritual storehouse, God, just every nerve of my body hated me saying that line. Did you predict things would turn out this way?
Why?
Just like the open admittance to it.
Ah, over the landline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like part of me is like, I still don't believe it's Shion. But
You know,
I guess maybe it is.
Yeah,
I don't know. Of course not. I mean, I thought it was pretty risky, but I never even dreamed something like this could happen. The power of boners was strong with this one, is what Coffee said.
Poor Keiichi. He followed his boner and not his head.
Shion's
true.
words were probably her true feelings. He did follow his head, just the wrong one.
Yep.
She knew she could get in trouble if we were caught, but that was the thrill of this little adventure. It was the same for me.
You know, you could have just banged her. You could have just went into the forest and banged her. Instead, you did this.
Now we are on a time limit. We have to bang her fast before we die.
Like the whole thing of this was just going into the forest to be fucking voyeurs, but
Actually,
Nope.
that's right. That's what Keiichi thought too. First, didn't he? He thought they were gonna watch fucking Takano and Tell My Take go at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's exactly what they thought. But then they realized they were going into the storehouse and stepped on a twig and were caught. So
Yep.
then they went in together.
Well, Anne turned on the lights. Anne was really loud, I think.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot he did wrong.
Besides that, Kei-chan, think about it for a moment.
Nope. And I
Didn't
will...
Oyashiro-sama's curse turn out a little strange this year?
Stop, game.
It was already plenty strange, seeing as how Tomatake-san and Takano-san died like that. Given all that, what could possibly be stranger other than the fact they weren't involved with
the bridge.
Ah, that's actually a good point.
I mean that they found 2 corpses. Remember what I said? Every other year, one person would die and one person would disappear. This year is the first time 2 people have been found dead. Was Takano-san found dead in the last game, or was she just gone?
You know, now that I think about it, I think she might have just been gone.
That may be true, but that's not a huge deal, is it?
Yes. Because that means you two are going to disappear.
Not
Oh.
necessarily this year.
It is Kei-chan. Think about it harder.
I knew you were going to put emphasis on harder. I knew it.
Listen. Listen! If 2 people
Hey!
died because of Oyashiro-sama's curse, then in order to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger, 2 people would need to be sacrificed. Oh. So not disappearing.
How it works? So what? Toмотaki-san and Takano-san died, so now 2 people are going to go missing this year. I don't understand why, but when I said that, I felt my spine freeze.
And then the poison spread throughout my body and I died.
Shouldn't
yeah,
have took
coffee.
the
Go
tea,
make
kid.
coffee.
That sentence hurt me.
Wait, no, that tea was from a vending machine. I don't
What?
think anyone. When Ooishi was talking to him,
Oh,
he prepared
that's right.
tea,
He bought us
Yeah.
tea. I forgot about
but
that.
it was from the vending machine, which
Yep.
was another fact I overlooked. So
Yep.
it's not really a problem.
Mm-mm.
Unless...
The vending machine is owned by Mion Sonozaki specifically.
And they
So
set
they
it up
opened
so
up-
either an entire line of items was poisoned, or
Yes.
one specific one was, and they hoped no one would buy that from that line.
Bruh, you
But-
just sometimes you gotta
Well,
use
if he's
buckshot.
sitting there in front of the vending
Sometimes you
machine.
just gotta hope.
I think that those 2 people have yet to disappear.
Wait, isn't that tapioca? You're allergic to tapioca?
Shion, like me, was obviously getting the same feeling crawling
Not
down
all of
her
them are
back.
tapioca, I don't think.
Okay.
2 people
No, I'm thinking of the jellies.
have yet to disappear? Shion
Ew.
didn't answer.
That's not fun coffee.
I couldn't say any more than that either. What's going on, Jay?
Coffee can't drink consume the bubbles in boba tea. Makes your gums hurt.
I can see why. A chill crept in through my clothes and tried to wrap into a fist around my heart. Cold hands feeling about on my chest.
Oh, slower.
Nice, actually. Good modulation.
Thank you.
Neither of us could say anything. Toмотaki-san opened the lock, and he died. Takano-san exposed the ritual storehouse, and she died.
And we witnessed the whole thing.
If 2 more people were to be sacrificed,
Ugh.
then they would be none other than the ones who entered with them. None other than us. No. This has got to be a joke.
Just elope already. It'll be fine.
I wanted so much for her to pass this off as a joke, even now.
Just run away.
Run away.
That, though, was such an incredibly difficult and selfish request. If Toмотaki-san and Takano-san had died in a common way, like a
Yeah,
car
why
accident,
didn't they just kill them like normally? Like what?
I could tell, because religion and rituals take precedence over logic and covering your tracks.
They are a cult.
Instead, he clawed out his own throat, and she burned to death, drowned in oil in the mountain. The two deaths were so out of the ordinary that I couldn't possibly dismiss it as a mere coincidence. Damn it, Jay. Why are you so diligent now?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest with you.
It was as
Take
if,
your time, my guy.
in exchange for sneaking into the ritual storehouse, there must be someone punishing us. Some sort of cruel will working behind the scenes. Even so, I still didn't want to accept that terrifying truth. If I did, then I would have to acknowledge that a horrible crisis was growing near for Shion and I. That's why I argued against it.
You know, just because you deny something doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
If I close my
No.
eyes, they can't see me. I argued knowing I was running away. In the first place, it's not even in the newspaper, is it? Such a monstrous incident would be all over the newspapers and television.
Yeah, Daddy just silenced it. It's okay.
Magazine writers would flood the village too, thinking it'd make for an interesting story.
Not if it's being covered up, stupid. Of course it's not getting reported by the media. That's how it was in the past, too.
When the incidents occurred for the third year in a row, there were some third-rate magazines that sniffed out the story and ran issues full of gossip columns about Hinamizawa. Fearing that the region would develop a negative stigma, they negotiated with the prefecture and the police. Since last year, it became a big conspiracy where no information about the incidents was allowed to be leaked to the media. I hear the elders... Oh?
I hear the elders and the top brass from the Sonozaki family put all the pressure they could on the police.
Then, you mean their deaths are going to be
Ugh.
dealt with in total secrecy?
Indeed it will.
That's how it is. Of course, the police are investigating it. That's being
Oops.
performed in secret, too, though. So I hear the investigation itself is very restricted in what it can and can't do. You could essentially say they're interfering with the police investigation.
This story was unbelievable. People died, and yet they don't publicize it and deal with everything in secret.
Welcome to the real world, kid. If we break it down further, it means that no matter who dies on the night of Wada Nagashi, it won't go public.
That's the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard.
Hey, Chan. Before I said how the villagers could be the ones carrying out Oyashiro-sama's curse,
Yeah, I did last year's.
it was me. That's what I mean. At some point, a tradition was created here in Hinamizawa, where every year you're allowed to kill someone on the night of Wada Nagashi under the guise of it being Oyashiro-sama's curse. Yikes.
So it's just murder beforehand.
Yeah. We just made it better.
Mm-hmm.
When someone dies the night of Wada Nagashi, it turns into the curse of Oyashiro-sama. The curse turns into the serial murder incidents. In order to avoid exacerbating the negative stigma surrounding Hinamizawa, those incidents are dealt with in secret.
Damn, what a PR move. That's insane.
The PR manager must be a genius.
I know.
Your grandmother, marvelous work. Dead and missing people turn up every year.
Doesn't change the fact But they're covering it
However
up.
bad the stigma gets, the police have to draw the line somewhere, don't they?
No.
Right?
They're getting
Not if
money.
they're getting
It's
paid
fine.
enough.
Yep.
You could say the incidents happening every year is mysterious, but the police can get the job done when they need to. Ugh, this. After all, the incidents always get resolved individually. It doesn't end up being a string of incidents, you know? It just so happens that something unfortunate happens in the night of Wada Nagashi every year. And tonight it's happening to you! That's all it turns into.
And then Keiichi died.
Most of the criminals responsible for the original dismemberment were arrested. The last one managed to get and stay away, but the events were totally exposed and elucidated. Elucidated? So
Yeah,
it
I think
was,
that was
in
right.
essence, resolved. The dam supporting couple who died in an accident in the second year, that was an accidental death, plain and simple. They made a lot of investigations into the possibility of it having been a homicide, but they didn't turn up anything. It ended up as an accident. It was resolved. On the third year, the priest fell ill and passed away. There were doctors present at the hospital at his deathbed, and they all had trustworthy medical certificates. They even did an autopsy. It concluded that it was a homicide, or that it was not a homicide. That was resolved too.
That's all the autopsy said. This was not a murder.
Definitely not murder.
No murder here.
On the fourth year, the sister-in-law of the dam supporting couple was murdered. The criminal was an abnormal man with a history of regular psychostimulant usage. He confessed that he thought Oyashiro-sama's curse was so interesting he wanted to try it out. The criminal died of an accident while imprisoned, so this incident was essentially resolved as well. An accident.
And this is the 5th year.
That's right. None of the incidents had any relation to another, and each was independently resolved.
So then, why does an unfortunate coincidence occur every year on the night of Watanagashi? You can try and say it's a string of related incidents, but oh, that's
Ugh,
you.
ugh. But they're not related, yet every year someone always dies and someone always disappears. That's you.
Sorry, the story Takano-san told me the day before during the setup. Now that the curse really had occurred this year, I couldn't just laugh it off. Then, does that mean it'll be on its way for us as well? Just like how one person dies and one disappears every year. Are you saying we'll be taken along with Tomatake-san and Takano-san and just be erased as well? My lips had, at some point, become completely dry, and just saying that was difficult. Shion didn't respond. Her silence, however, was the clearest form of confirmation she could give me.
Well, oh.
We, I mean, sure, we went somewhere we shouldn't have, but we were just looking, right? We didn't steal anything or take anything out. We didn't tell anyone that we looked, right?
Actually, you just told us all.
Yep.
I was already regretting having committed such a wrong. Even so, was it really so bad that Tomatake-san and Takano-san deserved such cruel death? Besides, I didn't care about anything I saw in there anyway. Takano-san was the only one getting so happy over it, wasn't she? Takano-san was the only one.
No, you were there, bitch.
I need a
Yeah.
drink. I need a drink.
Coffee just goes, Jesus Christ, Kei-chan, yes!
He's so dumb.
At the end of the day, I made the decision to walk in there. It's my own fault, no one else's. It's all her fault! Get your shit together, boy!
I mean, well,
dude,
okay, but I don't blame him because 2 people have died, and that means he's next.
yeah.
So, like, I can see why he's going, oh, wait, no. But at the
This-
same time, I'm like, your fate is sealed.
He's in denial now.
I don't have
Yeah.
anything to do with this.
He's in
I
Egypt.
don't even know who
I'm
you
not
are.
interested.
Click.
I'm not involved. I don't give a shit about what was in there.
I don't like what you're selling.
I knew saying so wouldn't solve anything.
See, he knows.
I could feel myself, my cold self, in the innermost depths of my heart, disgusted at my pointless howling.
Ron will not take any offense because he also wants Kei-chan to die.
Oh no, please do
Yeah,
leave her
no one
comment.
likes Kei-chan.
It said no offense to Ron, but I am rooting for Kei-chan's death.
Oh, at the same time, I will happily toast to that. Because if you don't notice, the man is making this boy is very much a grate for my nerves. It is not a pleasant experience.
And then she goes, I have pom-poms ready to go.
Awesome, let's go. I'll fucking break out the guitar.
Hell yeah.
However, my emotions had broken through the dam, and I couldn't stop them anymore.
Ugh.
I didn't have any interest in any of this from the start, damn it!
I just wanted to fuck.
All I
just-
wanted to do was watch Rika-chan's performance.
And possibly get my dick wet.
You were the one who pulled me away from that, weren't you, Shion? I don't give a rat's ass whether those two were trying to steal something or meet up secretly or whatever.
Ooh. She's your only ally! She's your only ally in this! Shut the fuck
And-
up, Kei-chan!
And the way he's saying it, I really feel like it's not Shion on the other side of the phone. I think Shion would be way more careful.
I
Like-
don't think she'd be more careful because she's still a scared little girl and this is the only other person she can trust right now. So her actions make sense.
I think so, because I'd rather talk in private, not on the
person. In
landline.
person.
Tried
Yeah.
to, but this is still incredibly important information, and her leaving this late at night, well, possibly under surveillance, to meet up would be far worse than making a phone call.
Yeah, maybe. I
That-
don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. She could have pulled Keiichi with her. Honestly, that was
That's
very
why I think it's
sketch.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, the reasoning behind that train of thought and why I don't think it would work is her excuse to leave, and the only one that she could have made at the time was that she was going to be late for work. If she was heading to work, taking him with her wouldn't really make much sense. So
don't
she
know.
gave him the opening to use his own excuse, like I have things to do at home, but he just failed to take it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Anyways, now to read the line that I fucking just hate.
Yep.
That's right. You were the one who made me go in there in the first place, Shion. You were all, Kei-chan, you need to see what's inside. You convinced me and then pulled me in.
Amazing.
That was great delivery, Ron.
Perfect.
Why the hell would you do that?
Coffee
you-
I
said,
didn't have
toss the coin to
anything
your
to do with
demons.
this.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Did I do it 5 times? I think so.
Jay,
Oh,
what are you going to do?
Call Ghostbusters.
What are you going to do, damn it? How are you going to take
Of course I've heard it. I just like ruining things.
Oh, I want to beat this little fucking whelp.
That was guttural, Rod.
Hey, are you listening? Yeah. Ah!
Oh.
Phone exploded. We're
Click.
alone.
Without any warning, the phone cut off with the soft sound of a receiver being slammed down.
It was only a joke.
Shion was just as terrified as I was. I just said some really self-centered things. My riled up emotions disappeared as if they'd never existed, and in their place surged waves of deep regret at having run my mouth so irresponsibly. I could try to call out Shion's name from beyond the disconnected phone, but
Why wouldn't you just call
it
her
was
back?
too late.
Why
Because
would
she
you?
wouldn't answer! Why would
No, I
she
know, but why would he talk into the empty receiver?
Desperation? It doesn't have
Understood.
to make sense here.
No one would answer Kei-chan. He doesn't
What if
deserve an
I
answer.
True. He
tell
really
him?
doesn't.
Shihan was only trying to tell me as much as she could about this thing about to descend upon us. As for me, I could only whine like a child about it.
Dumb little child.
I went to call her back,
Baby
but
bitch.
then remembered she lived in Okinomiya.
God damn, Coffee. I would watch him die in front of me and not even pretend to call for help. Damn.
I would just be like, "Oh no, someone help!"
Didn't
Sarcasm.
know her phone number.
Oh.
Since I had declared to Mion that I hadn't seen Shihan last night, I couldn't just call Mion and ask for Shion's number. I was too scared.
Coffee's on a fucking rampage. I hope he
How
called
does
me
Shion
for emotional help so I couldn't answer.
That would be amazing.
Oh my
I
god.
couldn't even call her back. I was stricken with hopeless regret. I returned the receiver to its stand, and I simply prayed that Shion would call me back
Yeah,
again.
no, you yelled at her.
Please, Shion, calm down and call me again.
Ah,
Oh, it's not her. It wasn't her the entire time. I'm telling you.
Hello, this is Maybara. I swept up the receiver as though it wouldn't go through if I didn't grab it at that exact moment.
uh,
Who's
Kimiyoshi?
Kimiyoshi?
Is
Who's
this the Maybara
Kimiyoshi?
residence? Excuse me for the late call. I'm Kimiyoshi. Is this the head of the household? It was the voice of a middle-aged man. All of my hopes rushed out of me. No, it isn't. If you need Dad, I'll go call him. I went to put the receiver back down, but the man stopped me in a hurry. Oh, no. If he's busy, then it's fine. This may be a strange question, but...
What?
Is my old man paying you a visit? No, nobody's here at the moment. I see. Again, I apologize for calling you so late at night. Goodbye.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
I don't know who that was, but what if Shion tried to call while I was talking to him? I thought, bubbling with egotistic anger. Hey, wait. Give it a break, Keiichi Maebara. These are the selfish emotions that made Shion mad at me, aren't they?
What's about to happen?
The more I thought about it, though, the more I thought that Shion had given up hope in the short time since we had our conversation. Didn't want to call anymore.
Oh no.
Calm yourself, Keiichi Maebara. If Shion does call again, then first, apologize in a calm voice. If you do that,
What
then
if she is
Shion should
dead?
understand.
Yeah, Coffee agrees. She's probably dead. He doesn't have her number,
However,
Coffee.
no matter how long I waited, keep in mind, this is set like in
In
or
the
before the 90s.
80s.
So it was,
yeah.
yeah. So the majority of this is like dial-up phones, or what are
Mhm.
they? Rotary phones is the name. And with the receivers set up separately, but still. However, oh, the phone. Jay, I read this. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
The moment I go to take a bite, you're the most diligent man in the world. The moment I'm focused on it, it's just must not fucking go.
Look, man, I'm trying to keep up with 2 conversations and my ADHD doesn't let me. More scrapbook! More scrapbook!
Let's go ahead and see the scrapbook.
Yeah, no, Keiichi
Ooh.
sucks. He didn't get Shion's
Yeah.
number at any point.
Keiichi he's a man, a
No.
boy,
Mm-hmm.
with all of the ego of fucking Mount Tai. At this, using the terminology from this series and general things of this like nature. And yet he has all of the strength to back it up as a fucking like 3-year-old. The man went to get into a fight
Boy.
with sorry. The kid went to go get into a
He's
fight
a waste of
with
my
some
fictional
fucking
air! Okay.
Still, he has no spine. He has nothing to back up the words he uses when he thinks he's in a position for no recompense. And the moment there's a sign of danger, he lashes out on others and just makes himself into the most detestable little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses me off on such a grand scale because at first when I saw him, the attitude he was displaying is very similar into the way that I act, or at least in the way I see myself acting. But the moment he failed to follow through or to really help in any meaningful way and just relied on his words and never once really his actions is the moment I started detesting him.
Yep. All right. Watanagashi, a festival of hunting for sacrifices and feasting on them. I haven't read anything today. While the festival itself is remarkable, it has come to be considered a form of entertainment as well. How is it remarkable? Perhaps it was because of the disparity between being both an egregious act and a form of entertainment that the perpetrators began to believe themselves transcendent. However, I found some very interesting literature that appears to raise questions about that explanation. As with most oral traditions, it's not easily swallowed. But it does mention a few things that spark my interest. According to this literature, even the residents of Onigafuchi village felt fear towards this ritual. Women and children would grow pale and tremble, and those of weak constitution would vomit. But it is said that the feast, the dissection, was an obligatory viewing. What? This is an extremely curious tale. Until now, I thought the residents of Onigafuchi village were fascinated by the Watanagashi ritual. They looked down on those vulgar, barbaric humans, cut them open like fish, and by eating them, they reaffirmed their own holiness. At least that's what I thought. However, if what the villagers gained from this ritual was not fascination but fear, then that would suggest the ritual meant something entirely different. There's the possibility that the executions were meant as warnings, encouraging the villagers to strictly follow religious precepts created by those with power for their own convenience. Onigafuchi village has been effectively ruled over by 3 old families called the Three Families. Families?
How creative.
Nice
Without
English.
investigating the 3 families, I probably won't get any closer to the truth of Onigafuchi village. I still haven't named them.
My turn.
All right.
Oh wait, I don't know how to read! Just kidding. The Three Families refers to the 3 old families who effectively came to rule Onigafuji village. And on my left, you'll see, to break it down, there was the Kimiyoshi family,
That's the guy that just called.
the Furude family, like Darude, and the Sanozaki family, and each of them still exists today.
Yeah,
One of
they
them is the
sure do.
little purple hair
Yeah,
girl's thing.
Rika. That's Rika.
Rika.
Mion and Shion, and then Kimiyoshi was that man that just called
It's
us.
a new one. Though they don't. Do you think he's trying to see if Maybara is alone?
Oh, that
Though
could
th-
be it.
Though they don't have as much control as they did in the remote past, they still hold considerable influence today. The 3 families are considered by legend to be those in whom the blood of the swamp demons runs the thickest. The Kimiyoshi family. The Kimiyoshi family appears to have held great power as the head of the 3 families, but it doesn't have that kind of leadership today. The current mayor of the village, Yoshichiro Kimiyoshi, is from this family.
It's actually close.
What, Ron?
Nice.
Yoshichiro.
Oh. The fact that members of the Kimiyoshi family are elected as mayor every generation is thought to be a remnant of the old system. Of course, as no rival candidates appear, it doesn't change the fact that the Kimiyoshi family holds a mayoral office even through popular elections in the post-war era. The Darude family.
Oh
The
my
center
god.
of the village's faith since ancient times, the Furude clan has guarded the sole shrine dedicated to Oyashiro-sama. They were worshipped as the only people to represent the voice of Oyashiro-sama for a long time, but the family branched off after the war and lost most of its power, and now consists of only the main house. The main house, as well, presently consists of only one daughter, Riga Furude, so the lineage may end in this generation. There is apparently an old tradition of honoring females of the Furude family, so the only daughter, Rika, is a subject of much respect among the elderly of the village. The Sonozaki family. It's said that this family had a certain police-like role of protecting the religious precepts of Onagafuchi village. Of the 3 families, the relatively weak position can be seen from me putting them here last.
Wow. Okay.
Why does that feel petty?
Yeah, I
Of
know.
course, today, the Sonozaki family is flourishing, and the state of affairs among the 3 families is completely reversed. Even now, one could say that they are in control of Hinamizawa. The 3 families conferring with each other is similar to the old way. The current head of the Sonozaki family, Oryu, essentially decides all of the going-ons in the village by herself.
That's not
Oh.
the dad. That's the grandma. You were right. Grandma's the head.
So Mion lives with the grandma.
Yeah. Late night phone call.
Excuse
man.
me for the late call. Kimiyoshi, is this the head of the household? Yeah, no, not at all. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Well, you see, I do apologize for calling at this hour, but I was wondering if your old man was visiting you at the moment. If our old man was visiting you at the moment. You've got that right. Yes. Once again, I'm very sorry for calling so late. Goodbye.
So,
That's another person.
no
Yep.
good.
I'm not sure what to do.
Coffee got scared by the phone ringing. Thought it was real life. This
He
game
may
does
be.
that to you.
Oh, wait. No, this is
What?
another person as well.
Gassy.
I thought. Oh, I'm not sure what to do. He may be passionate about it, but he always at least gives us a call. No, that is the guy. That's Kimiyoshi.
Called everyone he plays Go with, didn't you? Oh,
Hello, this is Kimiyoshi.
hello. Oh,
This is Sonozaki. Oh, how did it go? Have you found the bear?
there you go. Oh,
Oh,
nope,
it's
it's
Mion.
Mion. This is Sonozaki. How did it go?
Neon-chan.
Have you found the mayor? I guess I won't say my line. Fine, jeez.
You
God.
don't need to say it. I already did.
You
But I wanted to say it. I didn't say
fuck
anything. It's
off.
Mion today.
Fuck off!
No!
I called
Can't tell me
everyone I
what to
could
do,
think of,
Mom!
but- What?
We need to ground Jay.
But I came up with nothing. Can't find him. What do I do? Where could he be idling about?
Turns out he's just in Europe fucking like 80 prostitutes.
You go, Grandpa.
Jay?
I put a word in with a bunch of people who might have had an idea, but nobody did. I asked Nana about it, and she said we should get the men of the village together to search for him.
At this hour? I mean, it's not like he's definitely gone missing.
Watanagashi just happened. She thinks we should be a little more cautious. We still can find him. We can't find him, then we'll notify the police tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Whether or not we find him, though, we should refrain from making any false accusations.
Ryu-san said that.
Yes, she definitely said that. If you can't trust her without hearing her voice, then I could put her on for you.
No, that's fine. I understand. We'll get them in together and search. If we still can't find him, then we'll notify the police in the...
She'll leave it to you to organize the men. I'll be there as well, as Nana's representative.
Thank you. I'll get everyone together immediately.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Is this a
Oh.
power move?
Oh, is Mion taking over?
think so.
Is Mion taking over? Ooh. What
How
chapter
far
are
into
we on?
stream are we?
We're an hour and a half, exactly.
Aw,
It's time
that's
to go.
that's a good stopping point. But
Mhm.
damn, that... Ooh, I sense political intrigue.
Yep.
Ugh.
It only goes up from here.
The Furude
Yeah.
family's been dealt with to the point where it's only Rika, a small child, left.
Yes, because
And
Yeah.
now they're starting to deal with the Kimiyoshi family, leaving only the
Yep.
Sonozaki that has their main branch still up vitality.
oh yeah,
I didn't think about that.
they even
But
got
yeah.
two twins. They got two twins. They got two baby twins.
And
Two
one of which has
twins.
recently stepped on a line. So if you're wanting to secure your line to succession,
Mm-hmm.
which has already been granted, but never hurts to be just doubly sure.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Well,
Can't wait.
thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a blast. Thank you for joining us, Coffee. Thank you for popping in, Olive. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit us with that follow and that subscribe, depending on what fucking platform you're on. And we will see you
Depending on where
next
you are.
time. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Have a lovely evening.